Is it just me, or is anybody else feeling these natural disasters and all this turmoil, like these little earthquakes, tsunamis that are low scale so far, and volcanoes becoming agitated, and the bird in the background agreeing with me? Does anybody else feel like these are the minor birth pains? These are the minor contractions, and that all these things that we're seeing, they're getting progressively worse, just like the Bible says. Okay, do you feel them? Do you not get that dread, that sense of something that's going to make all these that are happening now, they're going to happen every so often, but they're going to start getting more intense earthquakes, more intense volcanoes, other like floods. They're going to be stronger as the world goes on. Not the only one that's thinking that. All this stuff right now that we're sensing is absolutely part of Matthew 24, absolutely part of the birthing pains that the world is going through. I mean, it is absolute, whether you choose to believe the Bible or not. That doesn't make it any less true. And these that we're experiencing now, like the tsunami, that was a warning for all these areas that hit some areas, but it was a mild one compared to what it could have been. And the earthquakes. The earth is waking up. The earth is listening to God's warning. It's waking up and it's stirring. Just like God is trying to get his people to stir. He's trying to warn us and tell us that the end is very near. It is, and you can choose to believe it or not. And there's a storm behind me. I know you can see that. You know, the storms, the thunder, everything is just so much more intense. And it's just going to get that way. And I have just a feeling that we're seeing the beginnings of what's going to be very intense occurrences from now on. And what does that mean? That means that if your heart is not right with God, that needs to be the number one thing that you're concerned with. You know, the fear is just inevitable whenever we hear and see stuff like this in the news and you see it in real life. The fear is inevitable, but you go to God with that fear. And that's what we have to do. That's what he wants us to do. And you give your heart and your life to God. You accept Jesus' gift of salvation because, you know, Jesus could return at any moment. He could call the rapture. Jesus could call rapture, could call again at any moment. You don't want to be here for the tribulation. You don't want to be here when the times are really rough. Make sure your heart is right with God before anything else.